Hi, everyone. I'm Lenise Willis, editor-in-chief of Gifts and Decorative Accessories, and welcome back to our Meet the Maker series. We have a special guest today, Luke Schneider, owner of Fire Department Coffee. Luke, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Lenise. Good morning.
So, you guys have such a unique origin story. So, I would love for you to go ahead and dive in and tell us a little bit more about where this idea came from and how the company came to be.
Yeah, I'd love to share that. So, when I was in the Navy, I drank a lot of coffee just to stay awake and alert for long shifts and working long hours to stay alert. And when I got out of the Navy, that was my knowledge and experience of coffee was all about the caffeine and drinking it to just that daily morning ritual to stay alert and wake up. And I became a firefighter. So I was a shipboard firefighter in the Navy, became a civilian firefighter. During that time, I met my wife, and she was a barista. And I'd go and visit her, and she would make coffee. And we started like learning about coffee more together. And we would go to different cafes and roasteries, and we would try different coffees. And then we started roasting coffee together because we thought, wouldn't it be cool if we roasted coffee and we served it to like friends and family and like farmers markets is what we were thinking. And so we rented out an 800 square foot strip mall. We purchased a 5 kilo roaster, which you can roast like 10 pounds every 12 minutes. So it's not, you can't crank out a lot of coffee in it, but enough to sell a decent amount. And so we started in that strip mall. We just started testing different coffees and roasting different coffees. And I wanted to do a coffee that spoke to being a firefighter and that gave back to charity. And so I did a fire department blend, and out of everything we did, that just took off, and people loved it. And I feel like they love the story behind it as well, and the fact that it gave back, and they love the coffee as well. So in 2016, I launched Fire Department Coffee with a mission to make great coffee and support our fellow firefighters and first responders. And soon after that, started a charitable organization, which is a 501c3, and that's the Fire Department Coffee Charitable Foundation, and it supports sick and injured firefighters and first responders. And it quickly blew up from there and grew, and I had to recruit firefighters to help me. And so shortly after that, I met a firefighter, Jason Patton, down in Florida, and he's helped with growing our social media presence. He also has another channel called Fire Department Chronicles, which does a lot of like funny videos. And we always want to create content that we would let our kids watch, and that engages our community. And we're just having a lot of fun, and it's been growing really fast. And now we're out of the strip mall. We have a roasting facility here in Rockford where we can roast 6 million pounds of coffee a year. And then we have a shipping facility where we can ship 20,000 orders, or 20 plus thousand orders per day. And now we're getting into retail and starting to build cafes. And we've just had a ton of support from the community and our customers, and getting to build a lot of relationships and friendships. And our team is really growing, and this has been an awesome experience.
Tell me a little bit more about the types of products that you offer, because you guys were generous enough to send me two samples, and one I think was infused with bourbon. I think it was like a vanilla bourbon, and one had the Irish whiskey in it for St. Patrick's Day. But those are the only two that I've tried. So tell me about the variety of products that you guys make for people.
Yeah, so we first started with our original blend, which is our best seller. It's like when we first started, it was only the one coffee, and then we came out with a dark roast, and then we did a donut shop coffee. We have a decaf. We have our spirit infused line of coffees, which we have a bourbon, rum, tequila, Irish whiskey infused coffee, vanilla bean bourbon, black cherry bourbon, and salted caramel bourbon. And then we have some espresso coffees. We have our our backdraft espresso, our shellback espresso, our skull crushing espresso. And I think and we have single serve beverage, which are the Keurig type. They're not Keurig cups, but they're compatible with the Keurig brewers. We have we call them single serve beverage or our coffee pods. We have those. We do whole bean and ground, and we are coming out with ready to drink cans.
And I am going to bring up some images of some of your products too, because the packages do a great job of telling the story as well, as far as the origin, the fact that it's run by firefighters, and that it gives back to first responders, which I think is so important.
A funny story, our chief marketing officer and creative director is also, he's full-time with us and does all of our design work. And when we first met, I reached out to him on Instagram. I saw he had an Instagram page and he had some design stuff. And I said, "Do you do logos?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then it was something else. I'm like, "Do you do email marketing?" He's like, "Yeah, I could do that." And then I'm like, "What else can you do?" And so we just kept working together. And then now he's full-time on our team, and we've really been blessed to have such a great designer. And he's really helped. His name's Brad Flaherty. He's really helped build our brand, with the artwork and the packaging. We do it all in-house.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you so much for joining us. And thank you all for watching our Meet the Makers series. And please check out our other videos of makers that we think you should know.